we headed for yet another threat of a government shutdown? House lawmakers won't return until mid-September, and there are still a half a dozen government funding bills that need to be passed by Congress, and the deadline is October 1st. Capitol Hill correspondent Erik Rosales joins us now with more on that. Erik.
Well, good to see you, Tracy. You know, bottom line, it just wasn't supposed to be this way. House Speaker Mike Johnson had promised that members wouldn't go home until the August recess, until all the spending bills were passed. But it really hasn't worked out that way. Just this week, GOP leadership pulled 3 funding bills from the schedule over internal bickering, leaving some grumbling about the spending mess.
We know the reality on September 30th. I wish our leadership would address that reality, that they're probably going to be forcing us to vote on a CR. I won't be continuing Nancy Pelosi's budget.
Like last year, these funding bills contain pro-life measures and other provisions that Democrats and some Republicans opposed. So are we headed for a repeat of last year's spending fights?
Here we are again. The Republicans have managed to put themselves in a terrible situation where they've made bills that are so extreme.
Extreme MAGA Republicans are marching us to a government shutdown.
And that's not all. The House did pass the bipartisan $923 billion National Defense Authorization Act, which funds our military. But it's been stuck in the Senate for months. Republicans had expected it to be brought up before the August recess and accused Majority Leader Chuck Schumer of purposely delaying it.
This bill is the bill that contains the authorities for our men and women that serve in uniform. This is the national security for our great country, and yet Chuck Schumer has decided that this is the least of his priorities.
We've had the NDAA done the last 4 years in June every year. Chuck Schumer holds the defense budget hostage till December, where he can throw all of his goodies in there.
My suggestion to the majority leader is, why not bring it up? I think that's a better way for us to be spending our time on something important and necessary than dealing with assistant secretaries of this, that, or the other.
So what's the solution? Lawmakers tell me that they expect that the House will focus on passing yet another continuing resolution until December or even next March. Now, this avoids having to deal with a massive $1 trillion spending package under a lame duck president. But that also means that no raises will go to any of our military personnel and no increase in spending in government programs across the board. I'll definitely stay on top of it. At the Capitol, Erik Rosales, EWTN News Nightly.